Hello everyone out there. Today is Sunday, so happy Sunday. And I wanted to make a get ready with me talking about my observation, how it went, and what I did. And I also went to Marshall's, which inspired me to do this get ready with me. I found this palette at Marshall's, and it's the Sultry ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I am so excited to try this. This came out a year ago. I think this is their holiday from last year, and I've seen it. I wanted it. I almost bought it. This is usually like $46. I saw it at Marshall's yesterday when I went, and I can't even tell you. My heart dropped. I was so happy. So I'm gonna try this out today. I also got this Stila. It's a liquid eyeshadow, and it's so cool. It has orange, pink, and white, and when you put it on, it's a duochrome, and it is honestly one of the prettiest things I've ever seen. Just so pretty. I can't wait to use it. So I only have 50 minutes to get ready though. Let's get cracking into the makeup. I'm going to do my skincare real quick. I'll just show you what I do. All right, so what I do for my skincare, this is what I do every single morning. I do it in the bathroom though. But the first thing I do is I take this Clinique Moisture Surge Eye Serum. I take that and I put it just a nice amount under my eyes. And then I go in with this Pineapple Bright Serum. I got this from my BoxyCharm. It's a brightening and smoothing serum, and it's from Glow Recipe. And it is crazy because it literally smells like pineapple juice. It kind of trips me out because I'm like, am I seriously putting like that sugary substance on my skin? Like, but I'm just using it because I have it. Bam, that's done. Then I go in with this Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. I saw this at Marshall's. I was like, what? I bought this at Ulta and I saw it at Marshall's. They have good Clinique at Marshall's, so I'm gonna get my next skincare. I'm gonna stick with Clinique, but I'm going to do I'm gonna buy it at Marshall's though. And I also squirted this in there. I did not purchase the correct tube for this. It's Clinique. I put it in my Ulta haul, but basically you just squirt it in with this, and it's supposed to remove texture because I have texture on my skin, and I'm trying to smooth it out, but not working too well. Okay, then what I do is I take my Too Faced Hangover Spray, and I spray my face and I let it dry, and then I'm ready for foundation. So that is nice and dry, and I'm going to show you how I apply my foundation lately, and I have been loving it. So what I like to do is fill in my pores, and for my pores I'm just going to use this LA Girl Pro Prep. This was I think $5 at Ulta. I bought 3 of them, but I use it every day, and I put it here and I just fill in my pores because I have a lot of pores here. That's really all the pores I have, is just on my cheeks. And you just pat it in because you want the primer to go into your pores so your skin looks smooth with foundation on. Or I wonder how people get pores, like large pores, because I definitely do. Not super large, maybe like one large one, super large. But I have my wet sponge, so what I do is I'm using this foundation. It is Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I really like it. It's just not my exact skin tone. It's definitely more warmer, and it's kind of annoying, but whatever. I'm gonna get a lighter one next. And what I do is I pump it into my hand, 2 pumps into my hand. I literally take my hand, pat it into the skin, and rub it in. And if you're wondering where I got this technique from, I got it from Wayne Goss. He is a makeup artist, and he's on YouTube, and he gives really good tips, and I've been doing it this way, and I have been loving it. So once I put the foundation on like this, it looks really weird, but it's okay. It's supposed to look like this. So then you take your sponge, it is damp, and then you pat it in. Now, I will tell you, since I've been doing it this way, I've been getting more use out of my foundation, so less goes more. Less goes a longer way when you do it this way. And I love how it's been making my skin look. Okay, so I finished patting it into my skin, and it just looks so nice. I can't even, it's not too thick on your skin, because when you take your beauty blender and you dip it in and then put on your face, it soaks up a lot of product into the sponge. This way you're just pressing it in, and it's really, really nice. I recommend trying it. Then what you do is you take a piece of tissue that I ripped and you split it in half. So this was half of a piece of toilet paper, because you know there's 2 layers, and you just pat it onto your face to get the excess oil out. It could be oil from your skin, or it could be oil from the actual foundation, but I will show you. So this is, hopefully you can see, but this is all like the excess oil that I took off my skin. Then I am ready for concealer. I have e.l.f. This is kind of okay. It is so white though. I only do a little bit right there. Literally just a little. Look how white that is. It's crazy. I'm just trying to use it up. And then I go in with my Liquid Camouflage by Catrice. It's like $6 on Amazon, $6 at Ulta. Worth it. It's my favorite. Alright, I have my concealer on. It probably looks really, really bright underneath my under eye. I mean, that's what I was going for, but sometimes I can never find my setting powder and it drives me nuts. Where is it? I can't find my right here in front of my face, of course. So I use the Coty Airspun. It is very cheap. It's like $6 for the container, and the container probably lasts me 6 months. So I just put some on the sponge and I just put it under my under eye lightly. Makeup's really fun to me. I enjoy doing this every day. It's funny, in high school, I did my makeup every day. I never went to school without doing my makeup. That's how much I loved it. Like, it was so fun. I still think it's so fun. My favorite part is, and I'm just taking this really fluffy brush and just patting it on because I don't want my skin to be too cakey. But my favorite part about my makeup routine is my eyeshadow, because I like to match my eyeshadow color with what I'm wearing. It's really fun. It's like a challenge. Now I'm going to put some bronzer on for a little bit of a contour so my face doesn't look so flat. So I'm going in with this Tarte Parkview or Park Avenue Princess, and this came in my BoxyCharm. It smells so good. I don't really know if I love it though. I would say it's good, but I just go into Princess Cut because it's like a cooler tone. And I really like this brush. It's from It Cosmetics. And I just stamp it right here. Not too much. I mean, that's a lot, but I have to blend it out. Oh, for the record, I have not made my beauty channel yet. I kind of am like, I don't really know if I want to. I think I'm just gonna keep one channel. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I should make 2 different channels, or just do whatever I want on this channel? But it is still gonna be teacher related, of course. But I will throw in some makeup if I want. What do you guys think? Let me know, please. I need advice. Now for blush. Something that I have been loving lately is blush. I wish I had more blush. I'm like waiting in my BoxyCharm to get more blush, but I got this in a BoxyCharm. This was one of the best things I've ever gotten in a BoxyCharm. So nice. I'm hitting pan on this one. Oh, hitting pan. You know, it's a good day when you hit pan on makeup items. You've used them well, and I literally just go like this for the blush. So pretty. I love blush. So I just use a putty from Milani. Is it called a putty? No, it's called a pomade. Putty. Silly putty. So one of my favorite things to do when I get ready is to listen to other people's get ready with me's. I love it. I set my phone in front of my mirror and I listen to whomever, their video, and I love it. Now time for my favorite part. And my favorite part is eyeshadow. Now while I do my eyeshadow, I'm just gonna do it and talk about my observation. If you have this palette and would like to follow along with me, I'll tell you the colors and all of that. So the first thing I'm gonna go into is Fresh. It's this first shade. So I had my observation, and again, this is my second year teaching. I teach 5th grade. I don't know why I don't say that in the beginning of my video, sorry. I had my observation, I think 2 weeks ago, and it was on a Monday morning, and it's different because my last district, I was observed 4 times. 2 in the first semester, twice in the second semester. And I had to be observed in math and ELA. So 4 times, 2 math, 2 ELA. My last year's experience with my observations were so stressful. So stressful. Ugh, I don't even like to go back to that time, honestly. Just very stressful. I'm gonna go in with, what is this called? Birch. So this year I did not want to be super stressed out about my observations. So I decided to do a writing observation. I love teaching writing. It's my favorite. I just feel like if you practice it enough with your students and you just practice. And I think if you just form a system, like the way I do it, I do a 1.5 day system, 1.5 week system, and we do the same thing every single time. I question them. I have resources on my wall. I'll link the video down below where I talk about my writing, but I'm excited to see how the SBAC test is gonna go. I am prepping them hard for that SBAC writing, and I'm excited. So I did it on writing, and we did it on, we're basically doing a circle map on Theodore Roosevelt, and we're looking for things that describe Theodore Roosevelt, just attributes about Theodore Roosevelt, because the writing prompt is you travel back in time and you see Theodore Roosevelt. I'm just giving you like Reader's Digest. I'm gonna go in with Twig, and you guys go to Yosemite National Park together and go camping. Write a story about what you guys do, where do you guys go, conversations you guys have, whatever. So we just followed the flow map or the writing narrative, but I did my observation, and what I did differently was for my hook, I told them, all right, you guys, so we've done 2 other writings before this. We're gonna focus on a new writing. In the ELA text for this week, we're gonna be reading Camping with the President and all this and that, you know, what if. And then I did an activity of sit up, sit down, to build their background knowledge and just to get them interested in the lesson. So what I did is I had 3 questions, and I said, if you have done any of these activities, you get to stand up, and then I will call on a quiet student to share. So I think the first question I said is, how many of you guys love the outdoors? Love to hang out outside, love to just be outside, love to go camping. They sat up or didn't, and then I call on a quiet student. The other question was, how many of you guys have been to a national park before? Have been to Yosemite National Park or any other national parks? I have like this pretty brown going on. I think I want to go into this gray. It's speaking to me. Yeah, so I did a sit up, sit down, and then the last question I said was, how many of you have ever heard of President Theodore Roosevelt? So anyways, then I got into my lesson, and what we did is we read through the text. It was only 1 page of text. It was 3 paragraphs, 1 page of text, and we circled any unknown words we did not know. I'm gonna wet my brush with some Fix Plus and then go into that pretty silver. So pretty. This is really pretty for winter. It's probably why it was a Christmas palette or a holiday palette. Read through, circled any unknown words, wrote notes in the margin of the words we did not know. We thought of synonyms for them. We used context clues to figure out the word meanings on our own. And then what we did was I did the first one with them. We circled in red all of the details, attributes, characteristics about Theodore Roosevelt. We circled those in red. And then we did partners. So what I did for partners is I had them by themselves read through paragraph 2, circle any details or characteristics, traits about Theodore Roosevelt, and then I have my students labeled peanut butter and jelly. I should have brought that in as an example right now, but whatever. They're labeled peanut butter and jelly, and I put on my smartboard the directions on how to properly discuss with your partner. So I said, jelly, raise your hand. All my jellies rose their hand, and I said, you'll be speaking first, but when you speak, you have to use this sentence stem. And the sentence stem was, I chose this detail blank because blank, 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 blank. And they practiced, or they didn't practice, so jelly told peanut butter that first. Peanut butter was listening. Then I switched it. So I said, okay, peanut butter, raise your hand. You're gonna go tell jelly what you circled in paragraph 2 and why you did it using the sentence stem. And that was part of my objective also. I had 2 objectives. One of them was I can find information in a text about Theodore Roosevelt, something like that. And the other objective was I can speak. I can discuss with my partner, something like that. I don't remember. But I had 2 learning objectives, and I forgot to mention, before we did all this, after I did the sit-up, sit-down activity, I had them read both objectives. So I say, I read first, then you read. I can, da 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 da. I do that before every single lesson, so literally that's what I do. They know how to do it, and that was my objective also. So then, yeah, the students finished up. They put it in their circle map. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this beautiful dystopian, beautiful brown, and I'm just gonna darken up the outside crease. And then I had my post-observation, and the next day, and my principal told me that she is surprised that I am a second-year teacher. She told me I'm just good, and she's surprised I'm a second-year teacher. She said it doesn't seem like I am a second-year teacher, and I am just like, thank you, because my last observations, all 4 of them, literally said I needed improvement. Didn't pass any of them. All of them said needed improvement. All 4, and I didn't get hired back, so I didn't, probably has something to do with it. I don't even know. But yeah, she's like, I don't need to observe you anymore. You're good. You're good for the rest of the year. You are good. And I'm like, I'm so happy, because the observation process is so stressful to me. But yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just so happy. And she just said, just went over everything. I had clear rules, expectations, modeled, read through any unknown words. She was just very impressed. My principal was very impressed. And I am so happy to hear that, because last year I had 4 observations and all of them needed improvement. And this year, in September, and I will tell you, in a different grade with much different demographics of students, I will say my students this year are completely different than my students last year. These students that I have this year, a lot more patience from me, and a lot more understanding for sure. But I'm just happy. I'm just so happy about my observation. Alright, so I'm going to put a wing liner on, and what I'm going to use is this NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. This is really nice. My teacher friend from Pencils and Magic Wands sent this to me, and I will tell you, my students were so good during the observation. I was so happy. They were just so good during the observation. And I will tell you, like the students that I have had a rep of not being the best, you know, in terms of behavior, but they listen to me. And it's because, I don't know why, but they listen to me. So here I have a collab mascara. This is from Sally's. My favorite beauty influencer, Tati, raves about this. And I'm so excited to try it. She loves it. So here it goes. Here's the wand. I want you guys to get my first reaction. I love that color silver on my eyes. I put that gold like Stila eyeshadow on the bottom, like right here, and I don't love it, but whatever, because it doesn't match. Oh well. This is a really nice mascara. Put any eyeshadow on my bottom lash line because I don't really like doing that because it gets all in my eyes and irritates it. So this is the finished look. I think that this is going to be my favorite eyeshadow palette. I knew it would be because this is my favorite like color scheme. I'll probably wear this at my wedding because I am doing my own makeup for my wedding. Yay! Okay, now I'm gonna set my face. I should have done this before I did mascara. Did it get messed up? No, yay! Okay, now for highlight. It's in Molten Rose Gold. Very pretty. It's a pink hue though. It's just so fun. Makeup is the best. It is seriously the most fun ever. It is definitely my hobby, I would say. Oh, and also my district is doing a volleyball league. So I'll be playing volleyball on Thursday nights. And I am so excited for that. Okay, where I put highlight on my nose. This is something that I learned by Wayne Goss. He's cool. I really enjoy him. He mentions to put highlight here and not the tip of your nose because it's like you put highlight places that you want to pop out. So unless you want your nose to like pop out at people, you probably shouldn't put it on the tip. So he mentions putting it on the bridge. So when you like look down and around, it's more natural of a nice little highlighty glow. And I like that tip, so I'm sharing it with you. Hopefully you care. And my face is done. Yay! I have to do my lips. I wish I liked lipstick. I don't like lipstick. I'm trying to get into it more. I really am trying. I'm just gonna go in with my L'Oreal 417 Peach Fizz. Probably doesn't match, but whatever. Lipstick is not my thing. I'm trying. BoxyCharm is helping me explore new avenues. So yeah, my observation went really, really well. I don't have any more formal observations. My principal's just going to come in and like just observe randomly. But other than that, I'm good. And I got one of the best compliments ever, that I do not seem like I'm in my second year teaching. My principal thinks I've been teaching longer than I have. And that makes me feel great because I didn't get any of that feedback last year for my first year. Okay, you guys, I hope you like this video. Let me know if you have questions down below. I'm making more videos tonight, and that is specifically about teaching in my classroom and what I did. I'm going to talk about my door decorating idea that I did and the contest that we had in my school. And then I'm going to talk about how I'm keeping students accountable for their grades and how they're going to improve. So I'm going to share that with you in a later video, but 10 out of 10. Look at your Marshalls, see if it's there. Beautiful. All right, you guys, I gotta go. Okay, see you next time. Bye. Oh, be sure to like and subscribe. Okay, bye.